In a snow-covered town, in the mountains up high, on a quiet, cold, blustery night, some people were reading, sat with their books. Others were playing computer games, fighting off crooks. Some children were playing with dolls in their room, but little did they know what was coming soon. Something strange was blowing in the air, making its way all through the town up there. It travelled on the wind and into people's homes, and every house it touched, the people inside froze. Frozen still with their books in their hands, frozen still playing games in computer lands. Nobody knew where this ice was coming from or why it froze everybody as it travelled along. The town was experiencing the great big freeze. They needed somebody to give them the help that they need. But everyone there was frozen in ice. How could they ask for help to make things right? But, luckily for them, and for the whole snowy town, there was a superhero duo flying around. They noticed the great big freeze in the town, and heroes Florence and Ricardo made their way down. Florence and Ricardo got to work. At first they made sure that no one was hurt. The people were still frozen, but the heroes saw they were okay, and so then they started to fly up, up, up and away. They looked for where the ice had started to find where it began. Then Florence said, "Come on, Ricardo, let's go as quick as we can." They rode along the frozen ice like they were surfing on some waves. They went with such super speed and followed it all the way. But once they got to the end, they felt a sudden change. Everything started to warm up, and it felt a little strange. They knew they were where they needed to be. All the ice was melting, but all Florence and Ricardo could think about was helping. Where they ended up was all dark and a little scary. But the superheroes didn't turn back. These two were very daring. Ricardo said to his sister, "Come on, let's go in and see what we can find." And what they saw in the darkness was a bad guy trying to hide. An evil little creature who was angry and very mean. An evil little creature who didn't want to be seen. The evil creature shouted, "You both need to go away." Florence and Ricardo said, "As soon as you unfreeze the town, we'll both be on our way." "That's not gonna happen," the evil creature said, and he tried to blast the heroes with an ice bolt instead. He tried to freeze Florence and Ricardo, but the heroes' powers were too strong. The evil creature thought he could win, but he was wrong. Ricardo used his super strength to raise the creature up high, and with his mind he lifted the creature right up to the sky. As he was up there, Florence flew up by his side. She said, "Tell us why you froze everyone in ice." "Fine," the evil creature said. "I'll tell you why. Because I'm a bad guy. That's what we do. Surely you already knew." But Florence and Ricardo were having none of that. They were going to make him turn the town back. They used their powers that were as strong as could be and made the bad guy make the town unfreeze. After a moment, they knew it was done as the evil creature withered and fell to the floor with a bump. As they flew back, the town started to thaw. All the ice melted away and the people were like before, back able to play with their dolls once again, unfrozen so they could play with their friends. The town people came out of their houses and cheered for Florence and Ricardo. They asked the heroes to stay, but they had more people to save though. But the town wanted to say thank you. What could they do? And they said, "Oh, please come here just for a moment, you two." So, for a moment, the heroes flew down, and the town people presented Florence and Ricardo with crowns. They said, "We're so grateful for your help, of course. We want to make you our prince and princess as a reward." Florence and Ricardo were absolutely overjoyed. Making the world a good place was what they both enjoyed. This was such a lovely gift from the town, so the heroes kept them on and then proudly wore their crowns. And off the two heroes went, looking for more people to save. Florence and Ricardo would always save the day.